Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope you are doing well and everything is good. So we are discussing life process. See bacha, till now I have not given you any chapter या any content in a full broad way. Broad way means what? I not cover any chapter या any parts properly. But now onwards, I am giving you assurance. Every parts, every data I will teach you here in a systematic way, step by step. So now I'm going to start respiration, class 10, life process chapter. So if you like our content, then just let me know. Comments here. After that, share with your friends and subscribe our channels. First time I'm saying that regarding subscribe our channels. Why? Because now your support is important for me. Because previously I am not able to put all the content here. Some lining is there, some boundary is there for me. But now onwards, no boundary is there, nothing is there. I am ready to keep all my content, whatever I know, in front of you, so that you can gain knowledge, and in return, you give lots of loves to me. I hope you will enjoy my lecture. So let's start. So topic name is respiration. It is the second part of life process, class 10. So we will start with this. So what is the meaning of respiration? Suppose bachcha, what happened? We taken some food. Food you say, yeah, you say nutrition. We taken some food, yeah, nutrition. Okay. This nutrition after that what happened? Breakdown. It will break. That breakdown we call what? Digestion. Breakdown we call what? Digestion. Any doubts? Now this breakdown of food, basically what we are taking in a food? We are taking glucose. Sorry, we are taking carbohydrates. Next, proteins and fats. So they will break into smaller parts. Glucose break into, carbohydrates break into glucose. Proteins break into A means amino acid. Don't think Allu Arjun. Okay. So fats break into fatty acid plus glycerol. So these are the breakdowns of food. So now understand, nutrition you take it, you eaten something, that food will break, the breakdown of foods in which they break into the smallest unit. So carbohydrates will break into glucose, proteins break into amino acid, and fats break into fatty acid. Why? Because our cell directly not will take chapati, rice, pulses that we are eating. It will take in a simplest form. The simplest form of the carbohydrate is glucose, protein, amino acid, and fats, fatty acid plus glycerol. Any doubts? After that, this break food, who will absorb? Blood absorb. Once this food will break, after that, this all break food, blood will absorb. And this blood will supply this all food to each and every cells. Why cells? Because see, we are human body, yeah, any organism, yeah, any human bodies. What happened? So many cells are there. When the so many cells combine, tissue will form. When so many tissue will combine, organ will form. And so many organ will combine, organ system, and after that, one body will come. So same thing, we are also made up of cell, a small unit of cell. So each cell require energy. So this blood will absorb this all things, elements. Then after each and every cell will get. And we know that cells need energy. Energy in the form of ATP. Cell needs energy in the form of ATP. So next point, our cells basically prefer, what they prefer? They prefer glucose. Our cell basically prefer glucose. So next point, how this will happen? How it will absorb? So when this food will come in contact with oxygen, it means when we are doing respiration, at same time this food will also come in contact with them. At that time ATP will produce. ATP will produce. So next thing, again listen what I want to say. I am saying that respiration, you taken food. This food will breakdown of food called digestion. Enough food, basically you are taking carbohydrates, protein and fats. Carbohydrates will break into glucose, proteins will break into amino acid, and fats will break into fatty acid plus glycerol. After that, this breakdown for the smallest unit of food, the smallest elements will be absorbed by blood. When blood will absorb and this blood will transfer this food to each and every cells. Our cell need energy in the form of ATP. Our cells need energy in the form of ATP. Basically, our cell requires glucose. Our cell prefer glucose. So how this ATP will get there? How cell will get ATP? So when this is smallest unit of food, at same time you are doing respiration also. So in that time you are taking oxygen inside. So when this food will mix with oxygen, yeah, burning of food. Burning. Why? Because you know that now oxygen is a combustible substance. So when they will burn, ATP will produce. Any doubts? So if someone asks you what is respiration, then you will say oxidation of food and production of energy. Energy in the form of ATP is called respiration. So what happened basically in a respiration? Oxidation of food and production of production of energy, that we call ATP. Next point. What you understand? Glucose is there. Glucose come in contact with oxygen and they produce ATP. This statement you have to write. Okay. Is there any doubts? This now till now I only given you definition of respiration. What is actually respiration that I want to explain you. So these are the few points about respiration. Take a screenshot. I hope you take it. Next point. Breathing is there. One more word is there. Students are getting confused between respiration and breathing. What is that? So in a breathing, nothing is there. O2 intake, you are taking intake of O2. Oxygen will go intake means inside. So inside means down symbol. Intake of oxygen and CO2 will release. Out. Out you say exhale. So it will go out. So intake means inhalation and exhale means exhalation. Is there any doubts? So see, this is called breathing. So inhalation and exhalation is known as breathing. Nothing. This is only breathing, but respiration is what? Breakdown of food. And we say that oxidation of food and production of ATP is called respiration. But breathing means intake or exhale of oxygen and carbon dioxide is known as breathing. Any doubts? Next thing. Again question will come, sir, why carbon dioxide? How can you say that carbon dioxide we exhale? Why not another gas? Why only carbon dioxide? So for that, one activity is there in our NCERT textbook that I am going to explain you. They say, take one test tube. With the help of pichkari, any pressure measuring instrument, inside you keep lime water solution. What is that? Lime water solution. Now again question on what is lime water? It is nothing, it is CaOH whole twice, calcium hydroxide. And with the help of stirrer, now this solution is there. With the help of this stirrer, one person is there. Suppose I am there. Okay, my diagram is very bad. So with the help of stirrer, you exhale. So CO2 is going inside. When CO2 will come in contact with lime water, it means CaOH whole twice plus CO2. It turns into milky color. So this explains that we exhale carbon dioxide at a time of breathing. Next point. So when lime water comes in contact with carbon dioxide, it gives the white color or milky color. So because of this, we can say that we exhale carbon dioxide. Okay, is there any doubts? Right now. Whenever you want to check the carbon dioxide, so you take carbon dioxide in a contact with calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is also known as lime water solution. That will give the color milky color. By this you can explain it. Now, I am going to explain you mechanism of glucose breakdown. We are taking glucose. Basically, cell prefer glucose. Cell prefers glucose. So we will study about the breakdown of glucose, how glucose will break down. So pathways of glucose breakdown. Pathways of glucose break down. See, you have a glucose is there in house. You take from here. You have a glucose is there in house. Glucose is just 6 carbon molecules. It means formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So glucose is 6 carbon molecules. Is there in house? No, sir. Now next, it will break into 3 carbon molecules. 3 carbon molecules that we call pyruvate. Yeah, pyruvic acid. How many pyruvate they will form? They will form 2 pyruvate. So say 3 carbons, 2, 3 to the 6. So 6 carbon molecules will break into 3 carbon molecules. That is pyruvate. That we call 2 pyruvate molecules. Where this happens? This takes place in cytoplasm. Again listen. Glucose 6 carbon molecules will break into 3 carbon molecules of 2 pyruvate, and it will take place in cytoplasm, and this process of breakdown is known as glycolysis. Glycolysis. So the breakdown of glucose into pyruvic acid, pyruvate, a conversion of 6 carbon molecules into 3 carbon molecules in cytoplasm is known as glycolysis. Now again, if you want to know what is the chemical formula of pyruvate, so the chemical formula of pyruvate is ketenoic carboxylic acid. Ketenoic carboxylic acid. Is there any doubts till now? Then tell me. And these things will take place in cytoplasm, and the process is known as glycolysis. So 6 carbon molecules will break into 3 carbon molecules, 2 3 carbon molecules. That is pyruvate. You call pyruvic acid, and its chemical name is ketenoic carboxylic acid. Okay, sir. Now this pyruvate will further divides into 3 parts. So we will discuss about each and every part. First part, second part, and third part. So first part is what? When there is a proper supply of oxygen. Proper supply of oxygen. When there will be proper supply of oxygen, then this pyruvic acid, they will give us in output result, that is carbon dioxide and water. Water you say H2O, and with that 38 ATP energy, that is high amount of energy, high energy. And this process will take place in mitochondria. Again, now pyruvate will break. Byproduct they will give pyruvate, again carbon dioxide, water, and 38 ATP. 38 ATP is basically a high energy amount. When it will give? When there is a proper supply of oxygen, and these things will take place in mitochondria. And we know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Is there any doubts? No, sir. Next, another case is what? Oxygen is there, but supply is insufficient. Insufficient supply of oxygen. Oxygen is there, but oxygen is not proper, insufficient. At that time, at the place of carbon dioxide, what will come? Lactic acid. So at the place of carbon dioxide, what will take place? Lactic acid will come, and energy will also come, but energy is very less, that is 2 ATP. This lactic acid leads to the muscles cramp and fatigue. Body pain sometimes you will feel, and muscles cramp will come because of lactic acid. So when there is not proper supply of oxygen is there but insufficient. At that time, at the place of carbon dioxide, byproduct is lactic acid. Right? If any doubts, then ask me. Okay. Next case. If no supply of oxygen, no supply of oxygen. No supply of oxygen. If oxygen is not there, no supply of oxygen, then where this takes place? It takes place in fungus. in fungus. In which fungus? In yeast. So byproduct that you will get, ethanol. Ethanol means alcohol. You will get ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus ATP, but 2 ATP. And this process is called fermentation. So understand again. 3 cases are there: glucose breakdown. First, proper supply of oxygen, insufficient supply of oxygen, and no supply of oxygen. So when there is no supply of oxygen, byproduct is ethanol. What is the chemical formula of ethanol? So ethanol chemical formula that is studying carbon compound C2H5OH. It means alcohol. And the process is known as fermentation. This is the pathway of glucose breakdown, as like glucose will break in our body. So if you want to write it. Take a screenshot. Take it fast. I hope you understand. Yes, sir. Now next lecture. What's the next? Next is that if you want more content as like this, bacha, then please let me know. For today, I will keep up to here. For remaining point, remaining concept, I will give another time. But for remaining concept, for further more details, yeah, if you say to continue this series here, sir, please, so that I can recap everything. So for that, your response is important. You have to say to me. Thereafter, I will do. Otherwise, go ahead. Up to now, Jai Hind. Okay. Do well, be good, and focus on your study. Okay. Jai Hind.